उपसमेत्योवाच अधीहि भगवन् ब्रह्मविद्यां वरिष्ठाम् सदा सद्भिः सेव्यमानाम् निगूढाम् यया चिरात् सर्वपापं व्यपोह्य परात्परं पुरुषं याति विद्वान्. Ashvalayana, the great person, a person of character, a person of dharma, a well-known person, and a person who has come in a great lineage. All this, just by mention of the name, we supply these ideas. Ashvalayana, a person of great character, good character, person of learning, person has come in a great lineage, and himself a well-known person, and he was a Acharya, Rigveda Acharya in his own right. That Ashvalayana approached Upasametya, having approached properly, Vidivat, in a proper way, with due respect to the teacher, because of the value he had, because of his clarity, his nischaya about this moksha, purushartha, about jnanam. Because of this, having a due reverence for the teacher, Upasametya. And Vacha asked this question, told Bhagavantam Parameshtinam, approached Bhagavan Parameshti, Brahmaji, who abides in a high position, in a high place, in high stature, Parameshti. And approach, he is a Bhagavan, Bhagavan of all that is created. Brahmaji, Chaturmukha, being the creator, the firstborn, Prathamaja. As we see in Mundaka, Brahma Devanam Prathamaha, Sambhabhuva, born first, manifested first. And then, by the wisdom and the Shakti Brahmaji got from Parameshvara, became the creator, manifested everything, which is all detailed in some detail about his creation in various Puranas. That Brahmaji, who is a very gracious form, is always benevolent. Brahmaji, always benevolent. Such Bhagavantam Parameshtinam Upasametya, approaching Parameshti Uvacha. What did he say? Adihi Bhagavan, Hey Bhagavan, Hey Pujavan, O revered Sir, O Lord, Adihi, may you teach Brahmavidyam, the knowledge of Brahman, being Atman, being the truth of everything. Advitiya Brahma Naha Brahmana Vidya, the understanding of Brahman, being Atman. And this is Varishtham, the highest, the noblest, and the highest that can be sought, that has to be sought. Vara means that can be sought, that one can seek. And also that one has to seek. One can seek, one has to seek. Vara. And among all that is being sought, or that can be sought, or that has to be sought, what is the highest that has to be sought is this Varishta, Varatama Varishta. What is it that? Moksha. And for the moksha, sake of moksha, this Brahmavidya, the Karanam for moksha. Therefore, by which one gains the Parama Purushartha, Niratishaya Sukha, right? Incomparable, unabating, unconditional fullness, Sukha, Ananda, and therefore it is Varishta. And another greatness about this Brahmavidya is Sada Sadbhihi Sevyamana, always sought, Sevyamana, sought by Sadbhihi, by noble people, by great people, by people of nobility, maturity. Sada Sadbhihi Sevyamana. Asat, a person who is not noble, Asat, does not look at Brahman as an entity, as a vastu. Taittiriya says, Asat Brahmeti Vedachet Asanneva Sabhavati. Asanneva Sabhavati Asat Brahmeti Vedachet. If one thinks that Brahma is Asat, not a reality, not a thing to be sought, then that person denies, right, himself or herself the highest gain that one has to gain. Therefore, the life of such a person is as good as lost. Therefore, Asat, Asanneva Sahabhavati, Asat Brahmeti Vedache. Therefore, here, Sadbihi Asti Brahmeti Vedachet Santamenam Tataha Vidu, Taittiriya again. If the person considers that Brahman is, and Brahman is, and then Brahman is to be sought, and Brahman is Atma, then such person is considered by the learned people as a noble person, right? So, Sadbihi, by noble people, by people of great maturity, well-meaning people, Sevyamana. And why should they all seek when Brahman is Prakatita, Atma is Nitya Prakatita, true, yet it is Nigudha, as it were, Nigudha, well hidden, right? Very well hidden, Nigudha. Hidden by Ajnana, we have seen. Only Ajnana is the covering here. Only because of Ajnana, one denies one's own Swarupa, being Brahmatman, being Purnatma, out of sheer Ajnana and Ajnana born notion alone, one denies oneself being Nitya Mukta, Nitya Shuddha, Purna Atma. As it were, it is hidden. Where is it hidden now? We may say Hridaya Guha, in the Guha, in the cave of the heart, they say Hridaya Guhayam, right? That is, ideas, notions, erroneous notions envelop the possibility of understanding, right? Even though ever manifest, Atman is ever manifest as I, aham, ahamiti, sada, spuran, Atma, yet the person misses it out because of the envelope of erroneous notions about oneself, about Ishvara, and therefore it, as if it is not there, as if it is hidden, Nigudha. Okay. But then it becomes known clearly by Brahmavidya. Out of ignorance, Nigudha, but Jnanena, it is Prakatita, Nitya Prakatita, Nigudha. Okay. Then, What is the result of knowing this Brahma Vidya, having this Brahma Vidya? What is the result? This yaya, by which, by knowing which, achirat, soon, quickly, immediately, sarva papam vyapohya, being free from all papas. When we do sankalpa, sometimes we give a long list of papas. What all papas? Right? Then there are a list of papas called mahapataka, and then upapataka. Right? Mahapataka, a great papa. Pancha mahapataka, they say. Suvarnasteya, etc., etc., they say. Then upapataka, then they say malini karanam, etc., is the papas are there. Sarva papa, all papam vyapohya, being free from all papas. How can one be free from all papas when the number of papas are virtually infinite because of infinite janma, infinite karma? It's all possible. It's only possible because the root of all papa is removed. The cause of all papa is removed. And what is the cause for all suffering? All papa is the cause for suffering, sadness. And how can we free from sadness? Only by being free from papa. And what is the cause of papa? Self-ignorance is the root of all suffering, is the all misdeeds. Self-ignorance is the root cause. And that root cause alone manifests as various reasons for various excuses for various papas. Why did I do this? Why did that fellow did that? Why the fellow behaved in this way? Why not in the correct way? All the reasons for committing papa can be traced to this Swarupa Ajnana. Therefore, we can see by Anvaya Vitireka also. Ajnane Sati. When Ajnana is there, then Papa Karma is there, Samsaritva is there, sadness is there. Then Ajnane Asati Vitireka. Ajnana, when Ajnana is gone, then Papa it cannot be there. Papa, Punya, Samsara, etc. cannot be there. Therefore, Ajnana is the cause for all Papa. Therefore, Sarva Papam Vyapohya. There are other means for Papa Vyapohanam, for eradicating, removing Papas, but they are specific. Like Prayaschitta, there are acts of atonement, remedial actions are there. Suppose I did some minor error, then I say I am sorry. But saying I am sorry is an act of atonement, rectified, act of rectification. There are prayaschitta karmas, but they can take care of certain papa only, but not the entire papa, because prayaschitta karma cannot take care of ajnana, cannot remove ajnana. Prayaschitta karma is a karma. Karma cannot remove ajnana, which is going to be said later. Na karmana na prajaya. Why so? Because in any karma there is kartrutva. Karma means kartrutva. We have seen this definition of karma. Karma can be defined in quite a few ways. According to Gita, kartavyam karma, what is to be done is karma in a different context. What is to be done? The role, the duty, the responsibility. Like a teacher has to teach, a student has to learn. This is kartavyam, to be done. Therefore, karma is kartavyam. kartavyam. What is kartavyam is called karma. This is one definition of karma which we see in the Gita. And in some other texts we see chalanatmakam karma, like in text of Nyayika text we see chalanatmakam karma. Action means movement. Movement is action. Chalana, movement. Movement is action according to them. Then when we come to the Vaidika Drishti, we say, Punya Papa Janakam, Adrishta Janakam is karma. Of course, Drishta Pala is there, but Adrishta Janakam also, right? Even though Drishta Pala also is there, but Adrishta Pala, which produces specially. Now, behind all this karma, there is this karta. I am a karta, I am the doer. This notion is there. As long as this doership notion is there, I am a doer is there, behind this kartrutva, there is kama. The kamitvam is there. One who is desirous of get certain things, to get certain things, to get rid of certain things, right? To change certain things. The kamitva is there. Behind the kamitva, there is apurnatva notion. I am incomplete. I am inadequate. I am wanting. This notion is there. This idea about oneself is there. Behind kamitva, apurnatva notion is there. And behind apurnatva, behind means as the cause. As the cause of apurnatva, avidya is there. Therefore, this avidya, kama, karma is the chain. Avidya brings about kama. Kama brings about karma. And karma brings about karma phalam. And karma phala means bhokta, that is bhoktritva is there. And then bhoktritva triggers kartrutva again. And then kartrutva is followed by bhoktritva. So karta, bhokta, karta, bhokta, karta, bhokta. This goes on. The samsara goes on. Therefore, karma means where there is karma, there is kartrutva. Where there is no kartrutva, karma is not there. Suppose a table or some object, say some object falls on me, a book from a shelf falls on me and I am hurt. It hurts me. An act of hurting me takes place, but the book is not the karta of that hurt. It's not doing any action, it just fell, but it did not do any karma to attract punya or papa for it. There is no point in my cursing the book. Oh, go back to your corner. No point in cursing that because it's not a karta. There is no kartrutva because it is inert, jada. A jada entity has no kartrutva. Also, even animals, other living beings have no kartrutva. They are not driven by this kartrutva. Their actions are not driven by kartrutva, but they are purely driven by instincts, the survival and then the instinct to be happy, etc. That's all it is there. Whereas human being alone can have this kartrutva in ignorance. And therefore, where there is kartrutva, there is karma. There will be karma. When we see the Bhagavad Gita verse, karmani akarma yaha pashyet akarmani cha karma yaha saha buddhiman manushyeshu sayuktaha saha kritsna karmakrit. Interestingly, Bhagavan says kritsna karmakrit. Karmani akarma. In activity, in the thick of, in and through all activities, what is the basis on which, what is the base, what is the substratum on which karma takes place, right? Body, mind, senses, etc. Vak. And what is the substratum of these? Atma Brahma. Is Atma Brahma subject to any action, or Atma Brahma does any action? It is Akartru, Avikriya, Akriyaha, Avikriyaha Atma. Atma Brahma, Brahmatma is free from all action. That is Akarma. Karmani, in and through all actions. In all actions, one who sees, appreciates the Akarma Atma, Akartru Atma, as the substratum, as the truth of all karma. Karma is also part of Nama Rupa, and Akartru Atma is the substratum, the Satya, Adhishtanam, the one who appreciates the Satyam in the Mithya, in all the manifestation. Karmani Akarma, Yaha Pashyet. And similarly, Akarmani, in inaction. When somebody is inactive, okay, inaction, in inaction, karma, yaha pasye, there is presence of karma. Well, how can there be karma where there is inaction, akarma? Because karma is said to be there because there is kartru. Kartrutva is there, therefore karma is there. That's all. Is said to be there, as good as there. In akarma, Kartrutva may not be manifest. Kartrutva may not be manifest. For example, when one is asleep, when one is not doing any action, that is not generating punya, papa, etc. But then, Kartrutva has not gone away, it has only gone into resolution, that's all. Or suspended, that is all. Right? Because mind is suspended, Kartrutva also is suspended, that's all. When the fellow wakes up, again as the mind wakes up, Kartrutva also comes back. Ajnana being there, Kartrutva again pops up, right? Therefore, in Akarma, Akarmani, there is Kartrutva, it's not gone, therefore karma is there. That is to say, samsara continuation is there. As long as Kartrutva is there, samsara is there, karma is there. Even if a person were inactive, akarmani, just because a person is inactive, not doing anything, does not mean the person is free from samsara. Because there is karma is there, kartrutva is there. Therefore, mere inaction is not to be taken as moksha here. But inaction only means inaction, that's all. That's all it means. It does not mean moksha. Therefore, here karma means kartrutva. How kartrutva goes? Only by knowing that I am akartru atma, purna atma, akama atma. I am free from all kama. Why am I free from kama? Because I am purna. And therefore, only by jnanam sarva papa, the root cause of all papa, the kartrutva, ajnana goes away. Sarva papam vyapohya. Once and for all, it goes. Is there any other way of getting rid of this sarva papa? There is no other way. There is no other way. It's going to be said later. Na karmana, etc. going to be said. Mundaka Upanishad says later on, Nayamatma pravachanena labhyaha na medaya na bahuna shrutena. And then Nayamatma balahinena labhyaha, etc. We are going to see in the Mundaka. There is no other means for moksha. Jnanadeva kaivalyam. Right? Jnanadeva kaivalyam. Only by jnana one gets kaivalya, that moksha, jivan mukti. Rite jnanat, without jnanam, na muktihi, there is no way of gaining mukti. Anvaya vitireka, jnanat kaivalya, without jnana, no kaivalya. So, sarva papam vyapohya. This is the only way of becoming free, finding the freedom, abiding freedom, total freedom. Sarva papam vyapohya. All right. Is it just Moksha is a negative entity, negative thing. Sarva papam vyapohya, removing ignorance. Is that all? Free from samsara, free from suffering, without suffering. It's only a negative thing. No. Parat param purusham yati. Yati attains, reaches, attains purusha. What is the meaning of this purusha? Purusha is two ways. Purnatvat, Bhashyakara says, Purnatvat Purushaha. What is Purna? From the word Purna, to fill, to fill, right? To fill everything. We are going to have one festival, no? Ganesh Chaturthi, right? And during Ganesh Chaturthi in South India, they make modakas. At home they make modaka. Modaka means it generates joy. Moda is joy. Modaka gives joy. Okay, and within that modaka they fill with what Puran they call Purna. They fill within that they call Purna. It's all right. The coconut and good, no? Jaggery, very tasty. So fill in Purna. Within that modaka, what generates modaka? Purna makes it modaka. Very meaningful name. So it fills, that Purna, the substance, fills that entity called modaka. So too, Paramatma fills this entire prapancha. The content fills the Nama Rupa, right? So like even our clay fills the pot, water fills the wave, so too Paramatma fills it, therefore called Purusha. Purnatvat Purushaha. Himself Purna, itself Purna, and it fills up everything. Being Purna fills up everything. Purnatvat Puranat Purushaha. Paramatma is Purusha. Also, is this Purusha other than this individual, this human being, or any being for that matter? No. This Purusha is also the word Purusha is also derived from Puri Shayanat. Puri Shayanat Purushaha. Shayana, obtaining, reclining, obtaining is there. Where is there? Puri, in the city, in the town. What is the city? Idam Shariram Kaunteya Kshetram, right? This is called Kshetram, the field. This is called Pura. And Bhagavad Gita itself, Navadvare Pure Dehi, it comes. This is a 9-gated city, right? And Katopanish says, Puram Ekadasha Dwaram, 11-gated city. Various ways of counting the gates. 2 gates here, 2 gates here, 2 gates here, 1 gate here. So count different openings in the body, they are called as, looked upon as gates. So 11 gated or 9 gated city. This Sharira is the Puram. Okay. And then it says Brahmapuram. The heart is also called Brahmapuram. Right? Puram for Brahman. Very nice. So this Sharira or the heart is the Puram, the city. And Puri, in that city, Shayanat, one who indwells. Right? That's that. Puri Shayanat Purushaha. Now, who is this Puri Shayanaha? Puri Shayana. Who is the one who is reclining, obtaining this Puri? This Atma, verily the Atma, the Jiva. Right? And the Jiva is Paramatma. Sorry. By saying one word Purusha, both meanings we get. One meaning is Purnat Purushaha, that is Paramatma. Purusha means Paramatma. On the other hand, we have Purusha means Puri Shayanaha, the one who obtains in the body, that is Jivatma. So, these two are one. By saying one word, these two are one. The Jivatma is Paramatma. Right? Mahavakya it is. It's Mahashabda. It's not a Vakya, it's a Mahashabda. Purushaha. One word, it says, brings out the identity of Jiva and Brahma. Purusham. Paramatma, Brahma, who is the truth of Jiva, Purusham. And this is Parat, Param, Para, higher, higher than the high. Parat, Para is high, and Arat, higher than high, the highest ityartha. What is the highest? Okay. Maya, which is the upadana karanam for this prapancha, the entire prapancha. Maya, not just mere Maya, but Maya with the Chaitanya, right? Chaitanya with the Maya, that is say Maya in the presence of Chaitanya, is looked upon as the upadana karanam for this prapancha. This world, in this universe, we see a lot of changes, parinama we say, right? When Brahma is aparinami, doesn't undergo any change, how can Brahma be this material karanam, upadanam also for this prapancha? Right? Brahman is not the parinami upadanam. Parinami upadanam means a material cause which itself undergoes change. But Brahman Atma is the vivarta upadanam, right? A material which does not undergo a change, but as if an apparent difference, that's all. An apparent change, but not an actual change. See, when I am sitting, I am in one way, I appear in one way. When I stand up, I appear in another way. That is a seeming change in me, the person. Does it mean that I have changed into another person? No. When I get up, do I become another person? No, I appear differently, but then I am the one and the same person. So too, person is same, only the body shape, the appearance has changed, not the entity, me, has changed. So too, Brahmatma does not undergo a parinama. It's only a vivarta. Brahman is only, or Ishvara is only vivarta upadanam. Then, if Brahman is vivarta upadanam or Ishvara is vivarta upadana karanam, then how can it account for this parinamas taking place in this prapancha? We do. Things undergo changes. One becomes another, right? Milk turns into curd, right? And then a sour fruit turns into a sweet fruit, and a sweet fruit turns into an inedible fruit, uneatable fruit. Undergoes change, right? And then something burns, fire burns something into ashes, it undergoes change. And how can there be changes here? That is accounted by this Maya. Maya is the parinami upadana karanam, not the vivarta upadana karanam. Ishvara is the vivarta upadana karanam. Maya is the parinami upadana karanam. Accounts for all changes, right? Potential, it can appear differently, and therefore parinama is accounted. Now this Maya is called para here. The first para in this parat para, Maya is the para. Why it is called para? It is superior, it is high. Why it is superior? Being the cause of all. Always we look upon the cause as superior to the effect. So here, Maya being the cause of all, Maya has this great Shakti, right? The immense power, inscrutable power of Maya to project, to bring about all names and forms. Therefore it is para. Elsewhere, in some other Upanishad, we say, para asya shaktihi. We hear this. Asya, Ishvarasya, asya, of him, that Ishvarasya, shaktihi, the power is para. Para asya shaktihi, vividhahi shruyate, etc. Right? Para asya shaktihi. Therefore, this Maya is para. And what about Brahmatma? Brahmatma is parat param, other than, higher than, transcending Maya. transcending Maya, untouched by Maya and Maya Karya, Paratparam. Maya Karya, within Maya Karya is samsara, right? Within Maya is samsara. And when Maya itself is transcended, samsara is automatically transcended. One is free from samsara. Paratparam. Who is this Paratpara? This Purusha. Who is this Purusha? Atma, Brahma. Paratparam, higher than the high, which is Brahmatma, called moksha. That moksha, yati, gains Brahman. Yati, gains. That is, remains as Brahman. That is the meaning. It's not that this person gains Brahman, gains moksha. This gain is only upachara here. Remember the example of Kanta, Chamikara, Kanta, the necklace. Remember the example, or the 10th man example. The 10th necklace was not lost, but because of confusion, right, it was thought to be lost. And by knowing that it is there, it is looked upon to have been gotten. I lost my necklace out of ignorance. I got my necklace when I knew, that's all. There was no loss to gain it something, gain it anew. But then it was thought to be lost in ignorance. No, because of ignorance, it's not, I got it back. Right? There was no getting back. It was already there in the neck. There was no getting back. Upachara here. Just an expression. So too in the case of 10th man. 10th man was never lost. Ajnanat, 10th man, nashtaha, dead and gone. Then jnanat, 10th man, praptaha, gotten. So ajnanena, nashtaha, iva, right? As if it is lost. Jnanena, praptaha, iva, as though it is gotten. That is what is the yati here. Going to Brahma, merging with Ishvara. No, we have expressions, no? This Jivatma merges with Paramatma, or this Jiva goes to Kailasa, Vaikuntha, all this becomes one with the Paramatma. These are all expressions. That is, one gains, one understands, one innate Purnatva of being Brahmatma, Yati. Who is it that who gets it? Vidwan, the wise one. Vidwan gets it, the wise person, one who knows. Okay. This is the question. Now, Ashvalayana in this very question adds so much. Right? He says, he doesn't say, Adihi Brahmavidyam. It does not stop with that. He says, Varishtam, Sadasadbihi, Sevyamanam, Nigudam, and then Yaya Achirat Sarvapapam Yapohya, Parat Parasham Param Purusham Yati. So much he adds, no? So he knows so much about Vidya, what it does, what it is like, he knows. This is Parama Purushartha. This is a freedom. Herein lies the freedom from samsara, from freedom from all suffering. He knew very clearly. Very intelligent question. This is an example of Pariprashna. What Bhagavan says in the Gita, na? Tadvidhi pranipatena Pariprashnena, we see in the Gita. A proper question, an all-encompassing question. Okay. Now, how does Ashvalayana know Brahman or not? Right? If Ashvalayana knows Brahman, he need not come and ask Parameshti, teach me Brahmavidya. He need not teach. He need not ask. If Ashvalayana does not know Brahma, then how does he know that there is Brahman and there is Brahmavidya? And by having Brahmavidya, I can be free from samsara. How does Ashvalayana know? Either Ashvalayana knows or does not know. Only two vikalpas, two options possible. Either Ashvalayana knows Brahman or does not know Brahman. If Ashvalayana knows Brahman, he need not come and ask. If Ashvalayana does not know Brahman, then how can he come and ask? He does not know Brahman anyway. How can he know that? How he does know that there is Brahman? And then how can he come and ask? So this question itself, there is a riddle here. There is a, yeah. You follow? We follow the question here. If Ashvarana does not know there is Brahman, then how can he come and say Brahmavidya and all that? Here, there is something in between. Okay? What is that in between? That in between is called Apata Jnanam. Apata Jnanam. Hearsay information. And information, a hearsay, gathered information. Right? Where from he gathered information? Well, from the Veda itself. Ashvalayana, Veda Acharya. And Rigveda, Veda talks about Brahma, 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 Brahma. All along, there is this mention of this word Brahman. And then Brahma Lakshanam also comes. Therefore, there is an Apata Jnanam. Yeah, a cursory understanding is there. A little familiar, an initial familiarity is there. It's not totally unknown. He has heard about it. And he has read about it also. And not only that, the Ashvalayana indicates the lineage. In the lineage, there are elders, learned people, and when they talk among themselves, the elders talk among themselves, they say, oh, Brahmavidya is this, and then this is Varishta, Niguda, and all that. Sarva Papam, Yapogati, etc. Apahnute, etc. Then, this Ashvalayana would have definitely heard from elders, his own teachers, his own elders would have heard. This is the Apata, source of Apata Jnana. Where knowledge, where learning is valued, you will hear these sort of things. Where learning is not valued so much, this learning at least is not valued so much, we will not hear so much. Suppose I were to be in Arabia, say for instance, I were born in Arabia, brought up in Arabia, there is no way of my coming across Brahman, right? I may hear something else, but not Brahman. Okay, Moksha, Veda, no way. I won't have an Apata Jnanam there. Unless I stumble upon internet, and if Arabian government allows that internet material, then maybe I would see. What I say, the Apata Jnanam is very important. It's the initial push, the cursory information, the cursory knowledge is very, very important. This is what a big advantage, to be born in a culture, right, where this wisdom is there, where there is value for learning, right? It's a big advantage, right? We have some information, initial information, and perhaps that's why we are here, right? We are sitting here because of that Apata Jnanam only. So Ashvalayana has this Apata Jnanam, very important. Okay. So he knows that there is Brahman, he knows that there is Brahmavidya, but what is it? He wants to know. That's why he comes to Guru. He also understands that by himself he cannot know. It is beyond his own, the capacity of his own mind, his own brain, right? Uha, apoha, etc. Guessing this way, that way, it's beyond that. Can be gotten only by Shastra Upadesha. That's why he comes to Guru Parameshti. Okay. Now, once the Shishya approaches the Guru properly and evinces the interest, commitment to know, then the Guru, satisfied with that commitment, starts teaching, starts revealing, starts unfolding the vision. It continues. Tasmai sahovacha pitamahascha Shraddha Bhakti Dhyana Yoga Avaihi Tasmai Sahovacha Pitamahascha Shraddha Bhakti Dhyana yogat avehi. In that avehi, avehi, both readings are there. Ekara is there, Aikara also is there. Avehi, avehi, both are valid readings. Mostly we have avehi, here we have avaihi also is there. Okay, we will continue this. Om Bhadram Karne Vishnuyamadeva Bhadram Pasye Makshadrajatra Sthirairangaini Spushtavargum Sastanodhi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayu Swasti na Indro Vridhashravaha Swasti na Purusha Vishvadevaha Swasti nastaksho arishtanevihi Swasti no vridaspatirakadhatu Om Shanti 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 Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Shishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Ashvalayam. You imagine. I leave it to your own imagination. Yateshtam, as you wish. Or you imagine he did tapas and then invited Brahma to manifest, and Brahmaji manifested whatever way. Either Muhammad goes to mountain or mountain goes to Muhammad, whatever way. Both met, that's all. Leave it. You can assume appropriately. You can assume. See, it has to happen in the mind, no? In one's mind it has to happen. Seeing is visual, but it has to happen in one's mind, no? That's why he asked, and he wanted to know. He saw Brahma all right, but he wants to know. So he has to know. So appropriately, whether he went to Brahmaloka or not, you take it as appropriately you take. That's not a very important detail here.